Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is David Brown and I am the Bulldog breeder. And if you're thinking about becoming a dog breeder, let me keep it real with you for a second. You're probably gonna fail. Most breeders don't even make it to their second litter. And it's not because they stop liking dogs. It's because they walk right into one of the 6 hidden traps that bankrupt kennels every single year. So stick around, watch this video to the end, and I'm gonna teach you how to dodge every single one of them. I'm gonna teach you how to turn your passion into a program that people respect, admire, and attract clients that are gonna pay you top dollar. Today, I'm gonna give you guys the unfiltered truth, the 6 reasons breeders fail, and the exact pivot points that are gonna save you from being another statistic. Here it is, the #1 mistake that most breeding programs make before they even get started, and that's selecting the wrong dog. Most people buy their first dog from a friend, a family member, the guy down the road, pretty much the cheapest, most convenient option they can find. And that's the fastest way to fail. Your entire breeding program is structured off that foundation female, that first foundationary quality female that you buy. All your lines are gonna be spread off from her. So if you start with a terrible foundation female, you're gonna produce terrible dogs. It's just how it works. And yes, a female. Do not start with a male. You want a high quality female to start your program. This allows you to breed to any of the top proven studs that are out there that complement your female. Her DNA, her structure, whatever it is, you have all those options. If you start with the male, you're just boxing yourself in a corner. So remember, if that first dog is low quality, everything that comes after that is low quality. A nice looking dog, that's not how you choose a dog. That's not a pedigree. Remember, when you breed to a dog, you're breeding to all the dogs behind that dog, all the ancestors of that dog. And when you get started, you don't know what a nice looking dog is. And I'm speaking even to my old self when I say that. I'm humbly saying that. Because it took me 3 to 4 years before I knew what a good looking dog was, before I knew how to look at a good looking dog, how to identify a good looking dog. I remember being a year in thinking I know what I'm looking at, and then 2 years in, I'm looking back at the dogs that I thought a year in looked good, and I'm like, what was I thinking? And then I get to 3 years in, and I'm looking back at the dogs I looked at 2 years in, when I swore I knew what I was looking at. And I'm like, what was I thinking? You can't look at the dog as a whole. You gotta be able to look at each feature of the dog, and you gotta know what you're looking for in each feature, how the features go together, the way they're gonna develop. There's a lot that goes into learning how to look at a dog properly, and you don't know how to do it in the beginning. Everybody thinks their first litter is fire because they don't know what good looking dogs are. And also, puppies always look good. It's hard to have a bad looking puppy. You can have great looking puppies that grow up into ugly dogs. Happens all the time. So being able to pick out a good looking puppy is a whole nother skill in its own that is very, very hard to do. So yes, a quality foundation female is gonna cost you a lot of money up front, but it's gonna save you tenfold on medical bills, heartaches, and especially, most importantly, your reputation. All right, the second reason that you're probably gonna fail as a dog breeder ties directly into the first reason. When buying your first dog, you're buying more than just a dog. You're buying more than just genetics. You're buying mentorship. You're buying your way into mentorship. If you don't have somebody to guide you through the breeding process, progesterone testing, finding the peak window of fertilization, whelping puppies, having a proven plan to keep the puppies alive, knowing what meds to use and how to dose them, a clear marketing and sales strategy, you're just gonna get stuck in general and stuck with puppies you can't sell. You're gonna make costly mistakes and possibly lose all your puppies or even your mother dog, and you're gonna wanna quit. Just making random decisions based on terrible information you've got from Facebook groups is not gonna cut it. You need a real mentor, someone who's already paid their dues and learned from experience. And if you can't find that from the person you're buying your first dog from, you're flying on a trip to failure, and it's gonna be a costly flight. This is a huge part of what I do and what sets me apart from other breeders. I'm that guy in their corner that they can trust to help them with a proven blueprint for success. All right, number 3, breeding is not a hobby or a side hustle. It's a business. You need capital, you need a plan, and you need to understand sales and marketing. Most people don't, and that's a big part of why they fail. They see these high prices that puppies can sell for, but forget about the mountains of costs that you're going to incur producing those puppies. C-sections, possible emergency C-sections, hormone testing, progesterone testing, pregnancy testing, professional photography, website development, expensive whelping equipment, supplies, lots of food, lots of cleaning, and endless hours invested in sleepless nights. To run a successful breeding program, you're going to make a lot of sacrifices. It's not a pretty business of playing with puppies like a lot of people think. It's more like being a slave or a butler to your dog and lots of cleaning shit. You wouldn't open any business without acquiring knowledge, doing your research, and having a large budget. So why would you think a dog breeding program would be any different? I truly feared dog breeding and respected it before I ever started, and I'm glad I did. That allowed me to do lots of research and take in as much information as I could before starting my journey, which saved me from making a lot of mistakes. And I still made a lot of mistakes. To create and operate a successful dog breeding program, it's going to take a lot of capital and a lot of dedication. You're going to be putting in long days, day after day. I put in 13 to 14-hour days every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. There's no days off, there's no holidays, there's no clocking out. When you have young newborn puppies, you're feeding every 2 to 3 hours. You're getting up in the middle of the night to do feedings. You can schedule things in your life all you want, but guess what? Your females make your schedule. When they go into heat, it's time to go. When your studs have a date, it's time to go. Everything is dictated by their cycles on their timing. Being a dog breeder is more of a lifestyle. It's not just a job, it's a lifestyle. So you gotta be prepared for that. Luckily for me, this is my passion, and it needs to be a passion for you if you're gonna succeed. So these long days, they don't feel like work to me. Which leads us right into number 5. Breeding is not glamorous. The reality is it's cleaning up after dogs all day long and sometimes losing dogs, having to bury puppies, and taking large financial hits. You might have a female you never get pregnant, because that's happened to me. You might have a puppy you've spent days trying to keep alive, but end up losing it. That's happened to me. Breeding dogs is an emotional roller coaster. If you don't love these dogs and love the grind, you ain't gonna make it in this industry. Now back to the point, like I just said, you might have a dog that never gets pregnant. That happened to me. You can do everything right. This was gonna be the head of my mini English Bulldog program. I had already started a Frenchie program, and this is when I really wanted to start my mini English Bulldog program. So I found a Bulldog that I liked a lot from a program I liked a lot, and I wanted a female off of that stud. I wanted the best female off of that stud, and I found her, and I bought her. And it wasn't easy because the breeder did not want to sell her to me. He wanted to keep her, but I knew what I needed to start my program the right way. So I kept offering him more money, until he eventually decided to sell me that dog. I bought her. I spent $3,500 on a stud fee. I ended up spending thousands of dollars on surgical inseminations, TCIs, regular AIs, spent hours of travel, 4-hour trips back, 8-hour round trip to Miami, across Central Florida, tons of hours invested, thousands of dollars invested on top of the huge price that I paid for the dog. I tried to breed that dog 6-7 times, couldn't get her pregnant. I thought I did everything right and it still didn't work, and I still took a huge loss. So to be a successful dog breeder, you gotta have the passion for these dogs. You gotta have the drive to just keep on going and not let something like that stop you. All right, number 6, one of the last traps that you need to make sure you avoid if you wanna be a successful dog breeder. Every city has hundreds of breeders with the same DNA, the same family-raised gimmicks. So if you don't have something unique that sets you and your program apart, you're just gonna be invisible. Programs sell puppies. Puppies don't sell puppies. Don't let that go over your head, because this is something that most new breeders completely miss. They think that it's just all about the dog. This guy has those dogs, so if I get a puppy off that dog, I can sell it for the same price that that guy sells his puppies for. Doesn't work that way. Puppies don't sell puppies. Programs sell puppies. Obviously, that's part of it. You gotta have the right dogs. You gotta have the right genetics. You gotta have the right bloodline. But even if you have that, you're not gonna be able to sell those same dogs, puppies, as what a seasoned professional program breeder can sell his puppies for. It's not just about the dogs, it's about the story, it's about the brand, and what people feel when they buy that puppy from you. Maybe you're the only one in your area breeding for specific temperaments. People want to see consistency when they buy a puppy from you. They want to be able to see how your program goes back and the type of puppies you produce. People want to buy from a breeder who has knowledge to help them with. So all these other things go into getting those high prices for your puppies. So you can't expect to just get good dogs in the beginning and getting top dollar. You have to differentiate yourself. You have to put together a history behind you. You have to be able to put together a program behind that puppy to truly get top dollar for your puppies. So maybe you're the only one in your area breeding for a specific type or a temperament. Maybe you train your dogs a certain way or raise them a certain way or feed them a special diet. But pick your lane and own it. You need something that sets you apart from other breeders. Specificity sells. Being generic, chasing height, chasing DNA is going to get you nowhere. You're just going to be lost in the noise of plenty of other amateur breeders doing the same thing. I see all these new breeders want to come into the game and they think by buying into this new DNA, it's going to set them apart. It's going to make them different. If you look at a lot of the established breeders, they don't care about these new DNAs. That's an easy way out. They think they can just buy their way in by buying this DNA and it makes them different. What's hard to do is produce consistent look, consistent type, consistent health. That's what's hard to do and what no one wants to do. So they try to take the easy way and just buying this new DNA they can breed to one time. And at the end of the day, most buyers don't care about that DNA. And at the end of the day, anybody can get it the same way you can get it, just by buying into it quickly. So you should already know the shortcut is never the shortcut. So here's the truth. Most breeders fail because they don't prepare, they don't have guidance, and they underestimate what it really takes. But if you want to do it the right way and build something that lasts and actually create a successful program, I can help you. That's why I started my mentorship program, where I walk you through every step and I provide you a foundation female, setting you up for success. So after watching this, if you're serious about being one of the few breeders that actually make it, this is where I step in. I built this mentorship to give your program the foundation, structure, and guidance I wish I had when I started breeding. So whether you're just starting or you're ready to level up, sometimes you got to revamp your camp. I got 3 different tiers based upon what foundation female you're going to start with. After that, everything is the same. It's just about which type of female you're going to start with. So we got the silver, the gold, and the platinum. So let's start with the silver. The silver is going to be like your lilac and tan, your chocolate and tan Frenchie, probably maybe carrying Rojo or maybe carrying Fluffy, or your mini English Bulldog, like a black tri or a blue tri, something along those lines. Then you got your gold. Your gold level is going to be like a Fluffy Frenchie, maybe an Isabella Frenchie, or a Merle mini English Bulldog, or like a lilac mini English Bulldog. Then you got the platinum level. The platinum level is going to be like a fluffy Isabella French Bulldog, or just that mini English that's just got extreme crazy structure that I didn't want to really sell. Something at that top level. Could even be a Frenchie that's just got really extreme structure on top of a lot of DNA. That's going to put you on that platinum level. But all the levels are going to come with hands-on training, ongoing support, and guidance so that you're not left guessing. Like we talked about, the foundation female. This is the backbone to your entire program. You're going to start with a quality female from proven bloodlines that's going to be valued around $7,000 to $15,000. These are the same type of females that I would use in my program. Females that are going to allow you to produce high quality, healthy puppies. Because when you start with the right dog, everything becomes easier. Your reputation, your pricing, your entire program is off to the right start with the right dog. Next, we're going to spend a full day together. More than likely, this is going to be when you come to pick up your puppy. You're going to get to spend a whole day here with me at the Bulldog farm learning hands-on. You're going to learn breeding methods, whelping techniques, kennel setup, all these different things that we already went over. You'll see firsthand how I run my operation and what to look for so that you can avoid the costly mistakes. There's a big difference between just learning something in theory and learning in real world action. Also, you're going to get access to step-by-step video tutorials. These are comprehensive guides on topics like whelping, breeding puppies, and medical care. Guides you can go back and look at anytime. That way you feel comfortable with the decisions you're making. These are the same video training guides that even one of the top veterinary colleges in the world, UC Davis of California, has implemented into their teaching. You're also going to get access to the same breeding contracts that I use. Professional breeding contracts that are going to protect you and your puppies. Because responsible, reputable breeders have contracted puppies. This prevents a lot of problems before they can even get started. Contracts for guardian homes, co-owns, stud service contract, pet home puppies, and even full right puppy contracts. I've spent thousands of dollars getting these contracts professionally drafted, but now they're going to be already set up for you. One of the biggest benefits of this program is the ongoing coaching you're gonna get. This is what really separates this program from others. You'll have 24/7 access to me with my personal phone number. If that female goes into labor at 2 a.m. or something just doesn't look right, don't panic, just reach out to me. You'll be able to text me directly and get the guidance that you need to calm you down and make the best decision that'll save you from making costly mistakes. Then there's the business side of things. This isn't just about producing puppies. This is about building a real respected business. I'm going to teach you how to structure your program, build out your kennel, build your reputation, and separate yourself from the other amateur breeders. You'll learn how to price, position, and scale your program and run it like a real operation, not some side hustle. Now, whether you're starting with a garage build, a shed, your backyard, or a professional kennel build out, I'm going to help you design it for maximum efficiency and functionality, because functionality is the most important part. And when it comes to dogs, I don't care what professional contractor you have. If he hasn't worked with dogs, he's not going to be able to design it properly. Everything is different when it comes to dogs. And I've already done it, and I've already made the costly mistakes. I'm going to walk you through the layout, the materials, the plumbing, the cleaning systems, everything to keep your dogs healthy and your setup looking professional. I'll also teach you how to market yourself the right way, how to brand yourself, and how to build your website so you attract serious buyers. You'll learn my proven system that turns views into real sales, and how to truly make your program stand out. Now look, I know this program isn't for everybody. It's for the ones that are ready to invest, learn, and build something that lasts. So if you're ready to take dog breeding serious and become the type of breeder that people respect and pay top dollar from, then this is your moment. Click the link down in the video description where you can book a call with me and we'll get you started the right way. And if you're somebody who made it this far in the video, then I know you're ready to take dog breeding serious. So I look forward to hearing from you. And again, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot of returning viewers that aren't yet subscribed. Make sure you smash that like button. It really helps out the algorithm. Turn your alert notifications on. As you know, we're doing weekly uploads every Tuesday between 7 and 8 p.m. So I'll see you guys next week.